In this video we will talk about the Maltese unique history. Malta is located at the center of the Mediterranean, and its location made its history unique as it is comprised of the whole history of the Mediterranean combined, as it was conquered by the faction that posed Upper Levy. Malta is a relatively tiny island with characteristics both geographical and strategic that made it desired by all powers. The Maltese Islands were under the rule of the Aragonese Kingdom, which is located on the Iberian Peninsula and controlled vast swaths of lands around the western Mediterranean. The Maltese Islands were under the realm of the Kingdom of Sicily, which was under the suzerainty of the Aragonese Kingdom. In 1530, the Habsburg Emperor Charles V, who was the King of Unified Spain, Duke of Burgundy, and Holy Roman Emperor, gave the island to the Order of St. John of Jerusalem to be under his suzerainty as a part of the Kingdom of Sicily. The Order of St. John suffered from a major defeat in 1522 by the Ottomans, who expelled them from Rhodes Island the same year, as they were a thorn for the Ottomans, pillaging commercial vassals and disrupting its trade and harassing peaceful Muslim pilgrims to the Holy Land. The Order of St. John learned from their previous mistake, which was flawless, of their medieval walls to the Ottoman cannons, so they started erecting modern forts, with bastions and ramparts suitable to endure heavy fire. The Order's fortifications were concentrated around the harbor area, where their cannons cross-fired and provided cover and protection to each other in case of siege. Luckily, as their fortifications will be tested by the Ottoman besiegers, as the Ottoman Emperor Suleiman the Magnificent was furious about the re-establishment of the Order, so he attacked the island in 1565. They made initial successes in taking the crucial fort of St. Elmo at the cost of their leader Dragut, the Drawn Sword of Islam. But they failed to take the other forts, and the modern fortifications of the Order did what they were designated to do. After the siege, the kings of Europe and the Pope sent a lot of significant amounts of money to the Order, as they, by repelling the Ottomans, saved the whole of Christendom from an anticipated invasion by the Ottomans, who wreaked havoc across Western Europe in the 16th century. The Order used this wealth to fortify the island more and built marvelous pieces of lavish Baroque architecture. The eternity of the island was built of local limestone, which gave the island beauty and authentic touch, and the capital Valletta was built, named after the Grand Master of the Order during the Ottoman siege. In 1789, after the French Revolution, most of the Order's possessions in France was nationalized, and most of the Order's French knights, who formed a majority of the Order's ranks, left for the French Republic to fight in France's Revolutionary War, significantly cripling the Order, in addition to the fact that the Order was hated by the native Maltese people, who didn't participate in high positions, as they were reserved to the knights who don't speak nor acknowledge their language. By the time when Napoleon was cited at Gozo in 1798, the Maltese Order was in its hardest years because, firstly, as we mentioned, the Order depended financially on financial assets in their home countries. In fact, 2/3 of the Maltese Order were from France and had their properties confiscated during the French Revolution of 1789. And in addition to the fact that the French Maltese Order members didn't want to offer any resistance to their fellow French foes, as they believed in the Enlightenment ideas and actually fought with the French in the First Coalition War. On the contrary, Napoleon was more than eager to take the island for himself, because he realized the importance of having a safe harbor between France and his will-be Eastern Kingdom of Egypt. In 1799, after the British Navy defeated the French at the Battle of the Nile, besieged the French garrison under the leadership of General Vaubois. After the French garrison surrendered, the island became under the direct control of the British Crown and officially became a protectorate under the British Crown in 1800, initiating 164 years of British rule. During World War II, the island was named the Nurse of the Mediterranean and endured huge bombing raids as the fascist Italian regime wanted to conquer the island. However, they were soundly defeated by the Allies, and Malta was used as a springboard to invade fascist Italy by the combined forces of the Allies. The George Cross was awarded to the island of Malta by King George VI during the Great Siege it underwent by Italy and Germany in the early part of World War II, so as to bear witness to the heroism and devotion of its people. The George Cross was incorporated into the flag of Malta beginning in 1943 and remains on the current design of the flag to this day. The island was a British colony from 1813 to 1964, when the Maltese island got its independence, and is now a member in the European Union. Throughout the century, some nations rise and fall with very marvelous histories. However, by studying and looking through Maltese history, you can cover more of the collective global history, even more than studying the history of separate civilizations, despite how ancient it is. Like and subscribe for more. And don't forget to check out our video about the importance of Malta's location to its context, and why every empire wanted to assert power over the Maltese Islands. Support us on Patreon and PayPal, link in the description. Thanks, bye.